Okay. We need to talk about Ironmouse. The Ironmouse situation. Holy fuck, bro. What? Bro, this video has 2.4 million views. In 1 day. In 2 days, rather. Is it that big? It broke containment. So it's actually that big. How the fuck did that happen? I was thinking it was just a couple of fucking trolls. Like, you know, like that, because that happens. That happens all the time even. So I didn't think it was that big. I mean, like I said, I've been off the internet for quite some time, for like 4 days, so I don't know. Excuse me. Okay. Let's react to this video. I haven't seen this yet.
This video is going to be a long-winded rant, and if you like that,
okay,
welcome. Come join the Angry British Man. And if not, don't worry, my normal videos will resume after this one. I just had to talk about this. I feel like online lately, it has been a miserable experience for any of us to be online, and I actively feel that my mental health gets drained slowly using any online platform.
Yep.
Especially my personal case, Twitter. I think Twitter allowing people to make money from ads is probably one of the worst changes to any platform in history. Sure,
I agree. And the reason why I agree with it is because I'm not making money from it. If I made money from Twitter, I would have probably said, no, it's actually good because people can, you know, diversify the way they can make money. I'd probably make up all sorts of excuses to excuse it. Yeah. It's just like when the cam girls were mad to me. I remember that news. Holy shit. I remember Ironmouse, right? Not Ironmouse. Melody breaks like $500 on her first fancy streams, and everybody was like, how can they compete? Bro, just go 3D. Just go anime. That's just how it is. Fucking, who cares? Kais and Nat were a gentleman about it towards Mousy, but he could have done a better job of hard ragging the brats in his chat. Yeah, unfortunately, I would like to think that the case is Casey and Pecora, Kaisenat and Ironmouse, right? Literally the two same problems. Yeah. And I would like to think that in either cases, both parties and both sides have been nice about it. Like, you know, KCO's probably saying, you guys are weird for doing that, stop doing that. And then Kaisenat probably was being nice about it as well, but doesn't help that doesn't help that Kai's first response to it was one of disgruntlement, I suppose. Yeah. Remember the Hollow versus CN spam because of Ironmouse? Oh, because of Taiwan? Apparently it's kind of getting close to that situation. Wait, so people are going on Ironmouse's chat just to spam random shit?
$20 here and there for tweeting a funny picture of my giant monkey behind me, but there are those who use it to spread misinformation, lies, just make stuff up, spew absolute vile hatred stuff. It's pretty horrible experience to use it now, as Twitter seems to feel like it only wants outragement bait or tweets that'll make people angry.
Yes.
And if you're not seeing that, you're seeing somebody get killed. So it's really...
Yes! That's the problem with social media in general, right? That's why rage baiting is a thing, because if somebody is angry, of course, they're gonna be much more inclined to stay at that tweet or post and then, you know, do random shit with it. Yeah. At the same time, though, when there's war, you never let it go to waste. That's what the companies are thinking.
Just
not literally war, but like literally any conflict, anything that invokes anger. God damn. Thank God for community notes as a countermeasure. I've actually seen that community notes are not that accurate, right? The problem with community notes is that sometimes it actually gets some stuff wrong, or it's just a product of mob mentality. Yeah. Twitter wants engagement. It's not just Twitter, it's all social media. All social media wants engagement. And rage is one of the best motivators, best sources of that. It's literally the social media equivalent of spite is the biggest motivator.
Miserable experience overall. And don't get me started on TikTok and Instagram, which are famous for their brutal comments. And I wouldn't really even use the word brutal, because I think brutal can sometimes mean there's a bit of honesty and fun there, but I would say it's just cruel. Like, just being online right now is cruel. It feels like nobody has any respect for each other.
True.
But I don't think I've quite lost as much faith in the internet as I have until
I would like, God, I wish I could see what they were saying about Ironmouse. I'm actually curious about that. What were they saying about Ironmouse that invokes this sort of reaction from Connor. Interesting.
But look, I'll be honest. This video is about one thing. It's about the weird blanket hatred towards VTubers. I've seen a massive, massive hate train against Ironmouse, which I don't understand. And I know that you guys aren't the ones doing this. You guys watching this video are very normal and well-adjusted people, and I appreciate that.
Yeah,
but
I'm
there are a lot
normal.
of people online
I'm normal and well-adjusted. True.
that seem to just have fun ruining other people's lives. I don't understand it. Now, you're probably wondering, why am I bringing all of this up? Well, don't worry. It'll all make sense. Just get along for the ride.
It's sports fans mentality, bro. Fucking France burns streets and England causes riots just because they lose their football team. Their football team lost, like, you know.
Listen to the weird British man rant at you. You see, in 2024, Ironmouse broke the all-time sub record on Twitch. It was a massive achievement. It was, I'm sure, an amazing and an inspiring moment for all of us, as well as Mouse. Unfortunately, probably what you didn't see was the deluge of vile comments, disturbing threats, and just overall hatred towards Mouse. And I'd love to tell you that this all started here and it's pretty much gone with now, but sadly this is a thing that has been going on for a very, very long time. And this is not just for Mouse. VTubers in general have had to deal with a lot of shit just for being an anime girl or boy on the internet. So let's go back in time a little bit so that we can better understand the full scope of this mess. Yes, you got me. This is a video about me defending my friend. 100%. I'm not even trying to hide that. But I also just want to bring a tiny bit of attention to the level of normalized hate that is just for some reason acceptable. And hopefully that, you know, maybe this video can make a tiny bit of a change. Because what some of these creators have to endure is on a level that I've never seen before on the internet. And I've been here for a very long time. 4 years ago, VTubers had a massive explosion in popularity here in the West. Now, obviously, they've been around in Japan for a while because this is very Japanese coded. But, you know, 4 years ago, they blew up and people started getting into them. However, there was a lot of pushback from people like me included who were kind of like, what is this? I don't know what this is. But I like it, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna see. And I'm sure any VTuber who was around in this era could tell you the amount of hatred that was given out towards VTubers. Like, why are you using a voice changer? Are you a man? Are you a...
I feel like those sorts of responses were just memeing, though. But that is true. That is true. I think a lot of anger towards VTubers back then was actually just from a... whatchamacallit? Something that they have not comprehended yet, right? Like they don't understand it at first, and then they don't know anything about it. The barrier to entry is so high. How do you even get into VTubing? Why are you being a normal? Why are you being an anime girl? Pretending to be an anime girl? It's a multitude of other factors. And this really only happened in the Western side of things. Because when VTubing as a concept got introduced in Japan and China, they loved it. They ate it the fuck up. Well, I mean, obviously the boomers in those areas wasn't understanding it, right? But they still embraced it. Kind of different case in the West, where there's still a lot of pushback even now. It's not really a normal content creating niche. I mean, I would argue that even now, even though Mouse is the biggest, you know, highest sub count in all of streaming, or she broke that record or whatever, I would say that VTubing is not yet mainstream.
Perhaps, you know, pretty uninspired.
VTubers were hated on Nico Nico. That's why a lot of them were not going for Nico Nico.
Insulting comments. And during this boom is when a lot of people found Ironmouse as well. Now, Ironmouse had actually been streaming a long time before this as well, but it wasn't until this moment where a lot of VTubers were on Twitch and kind of getting great viewership. Now, obviously, VTubers choose to be represented by an avatar for a multitude of reasons, but for Mouse, it was for anonymity, which is why most VTubers do it. And now, look, I cannot talk for Mouse. You know, Mouse is her own person.
I feel like, I'm gonna be real with you, chat. I've talked to a lot of VTubers. I've talked to, well, not a lot. I've read through a lot of VTubers, seen their reasonings, talked to them, all that sort of stuff. I feel like anonymity is not really the main reason. It's an add-on reason. I feel like the main reason is because they just want to be anime. They want to most role players are female after all. So it's like representing themselves as a female avatar to role play is just the extension of that. I feel like, yeah, that's what I think. That's what I think.
But, you know, Mouse has been sick for a very,
thank you, Tharja. The way the West was reacted to VTubers reminds me of how normies treated anime fans back in 90s and mid. Oh yeah, no, 100%. That's what's happening right now. 100%.
Long time with a multitude of illnesses, but the main one being primary immune deficiency. Primary immune deficiency is slightly different to autoimmune diseases that you might have heard about. Autoimmune diseases are where your immune system kind of attacks itself, whereas primary immune deficiency means that your immune system just doesn't work or doesn't work very well. And I'm sure a lot of my viewers are familiar with this because I'm always raising money for charities that want to find cures and support people with primary immune. I never get it right. Primary immune deficiencies. I mess it up all the time. When you have a really bad case of primary immune deficiency, it means that stuff like vaccines don't work on you. It means that you're worried about getting sick constantly from everything.
Jeez.
Whereas maybe you and I could eat a bunch of dirt, maybe going even near dirt or someone who's slightly ill 20 feet away could easily get you sick or give you a bad case of pneumonia. This disease means that Mouse pretty much can't interact with anyone and can't leave her room. And even if she wanted to, Mouse was disabled for a very long time and has slowly started to regain the ability to walk thanks to being able to finally support premium healthcare.
How can anyone else hate Mouse? I feel like there's a lot of reasons a lot of people don't like Mouse, right? I mean, aside from being an anime girl on the internet, I feel like from what I've read from a lot of people, I think part of the main reason why a lot of people hate Mouse is the fact that she seems, what's the term there? She's somebody that cannot be criticized. Get what I mean? Like, nobody shit talks Mouse because she is a sweetheart who, like, you know, has this very bad bodily condition that cannot be fixed or cured. So you are not allowed to criticize her. That's what a lot of people feel. They think that they have a lot of criticisms against Mouse, but they can't word it or they can't say it. So because they're angry because Mouse's fanboys are going to attack them or something, right? And to a certain extent, I actually think that's true. I think that's true. It's not Ironmouse's fault, right? Like, she didn't put herself in a pedestal. She didn't want to be portrayed like that. But I think I think a lot of Ironmouse fans also have that sort of feel, right? And she knows her power. I actually applaud Mouse that she knows that sort of thing is currently going on, that her words have power and it can either incite anybody to do some very bad things in the for her name, or, you know, that sort of thing. White Knights being White Knights, exactly. Again, I don't think that's a Mouse problem. It's generally just a VTuber fan problem. A VTuber fan problem, or a fan base problem in general. Yeah. And again, because people that have criticisms against Mouse can't word it, they feel oppressed. They feel like she's outside criticism or above criticism, and they don't like that. Second reason, just due to how popular she is. And again, third reason is her being an anime girl, but yeah.
Hey, love America! So this meant the only human contact the Mouse got was pretty much talking to her parents or very close family who she was kind of already adjusted to, and family who understood about the disease and took precautions. So making
legitimate criticism is hard because she is too protected? Yeah, basically.
And look, I know this is a lot of information, but what I'm trying to get at is that you can only imagine how crushingly lonely.
I mean, this is how people act when they follow a VTuber. Yes, the only problem about some of Mouse's fans is because, oh my god, how can you hate her? She's disabled. She's, you know, she's endured a lot through her life. Exactly. What's wrong with you? You know, shit like that. It's different for Mouse because she's literally a minority and she's disabled. So to them, it feels like you're kicking a puppy, even though you're not actually kicking a puppy. You know, something like that. That's the difference between any other normal VTuber.
Only this must be. Imagine not being able to leave your room. Yes, we were all there during COVID, but we at least knew that it was probably going to end at some point. And I'm sure many of you knew, me included, that this was awful for our mental health. Not being able to see the people that you care about or interact with friends.
I cried like a bitch.
Have a casual interaction with a cashier person is interactions that I'm sure all of us missed. And it was thanks to VTuber technology getting so much better and more.
No, Connor, you're talking to VTuber fans, bro. They don't miss that. Fucking VTuber fans get a... you get an anxiety attack just talking to a cashier. Cashier tells them, have a good day, and then they're gonna overthink, what does that mean? Did I look at her weird? You know, shit like that. What do you mean, Connor? What do you mean? Yeah. Nousagi, do popular members from JP side of Hololive get the same amount of hate? Yes. I know that Suisse is very disliked in certain groups of VTubing right now in JP. And that new girl from Rehope. Not Rehope. What's I'm gonna call it? That new girl from the new Regloss wave. Yeah. Hey, it's true though. It's true though. He's speaking to normies though. I think he's speaking to VTuber fans. But yeah, he is talking to normies, I suppose, because it is his channel, it is his community. Right, you know what you mean? Yes. Catchy or sketchy, okay. Yeah, they're probably overcharging you.
That Mouse was able to stream like me or like you or like any other big streamer. It was a level playing field. And on top of that, if you were a more artistically inclined person, you could show off your artistic skills by,
True.
you know, I don't know, costume design or singing or lore or voice acting. There's so many.
Say role playing, Connor. All of that could be condensed into one word: role playing.
More facets to it than me raging at Jump King. It's talent, okay? And one of the best clips of Mouse's early career is when she's trying to raise money to get a new medical bed.
He didn't say role play.
Normal beds, not good. They don't offer you support. They don't allow you to, like, you know, go and, like, lie upright. Basically, a lot more support. She asked her viewers if they'd be willing to donate towards that, and within minutes, they'd smash that goal.
I don't like to call my bed my bed. I don't like calling it my bed. It makes me feel very embarrassed. It makes me feel not so good.
Yeah?
So I like to call my bed my workspace because that's where I am all the time. Fox, thank you so much for the bed.
That's depressing as fuck, bro. Oh my god. I'd like to call my bed my workspace because that's where I am all the time. Holy God, that's depressing as fuck. Jesus. Vintage clip. Yeah, it's super ancient. This is probably like 2019 or something. 2020. Like early 2020. What if they let the change before handing it to you? That only happens to hot women. Yeah, actually, you know what? That is true. That is true.
Finally.
This vintage territory in VTuber years? Yeah, no, 100%. 2020 is considered ancient now.
God damn it! Val, what are you doing? Val, thank you so much for the dono. Thank you.
And I think a lot of people forget that Mouse didn't used to stream long. Mouse used to only stream for like an hour or two at a time, and then would go offline to take medication. But now feels comfortable enough to take the medication and still keep streaming, which I think is an amazing thing and something that the outpouring support has allowed her to do. And obviously VTubers do more than just talk and play crappy games like me. Some of them have god-tier singing skills. We all know that Mouse was training to be an opera singer and sounds incredible!
She does.
If you could look at me once more.
Combine that with aesthetically pleasing designs that are constantly changing, and it's no wonder that VTubers eventually had their boom. Now, obviously, Twitch and YouTube have always been very gamer-centric and gamer-focused, and gamers aren't exactly known for being the most chill and reasonable people. Look, I was a Call of Duty kid. If I said the things that I said in those lobbies, and they were recorded, I would not be here today. I would
We all did that. It's okay.
not have a career. Or any career.
We all did that.
I was toxic, okay? Now look, I've been a content creator for 10 plus years online. It's been my entire adult life. I've been doing this for so long that I'm a fossil in internet years. And even before that, I would pretty much only spend my time on the internet. And it was normal that as a creator that you would get some kind of hatred towards you, or some people who would just blindly write mean comments. It was part of the job. Doesn't mean it's a good part or that we should accept it, but it's just kind of how it was. And because every creator would get a bunch of hate comments here and there was kind of a mutual respect amongst creators that you wouldn't just blindly insult each other for no reason. You wouldn't.
I don't know. I don't know about that. It depends. I've seen people do that. VTubing is just weird because we are such in a small industry where everybody kind of knows each other. So, like, nobody wants to be direct about their grievances. Nobody wants to say things directly because it could have far-reaching consequences to people that they may want to collab with going forward. nobody wants to actually talk their mind in VTubing, because especially if they're big or they're relatively big or they're medium, because they're going to get barred in certain places where they might have friends or they might have future opportunities in the future. Nobody, yeah. That's why sometimes they resort to vague posting. Exactly. That's why they do that. It's weird. It's actually truly weird. But when you're in a space where nobody kind of know, where it's a big space where two people can have a war without like too much overlap in the fan base, community, or like figures that they may be associated with, then it's generally fine. Until VTubing becomes big enough to that sort of level, everybody's gonna just secretly hate each other, secretly prepare their documents, secretly do their fucking bullshit until, you know, until it gets bigger, I guess. Can I vague post about someone random for fun? Is it about me? I'm sure it's about me. Yeah, okay. You have my permission. If everybody since everybody is vague posting, we don't claim to be different, we don't claim to be better, we are allowed to vague post as well. Hell fucking yeah.
Insult someone you didn't know or you didn't have beef with. It was a thing that you could expect because that's how normal people behave. However, nowadays it kind of feels like that's not the case anymore. It feels like it's kind of encouraged or okay to punch down and make fun of other creators that you don't like or you think that something's weird about them. And this has happened a lot with VTubers. For example,
interesting. Okay, I want to see examples here.
In 2022, a massive TikTok creator, Noah Glenn Carter, made a video mocking the fact that people wanted to meet Mouse virtually.
Oh, okay, he's talking about that. Okay, I thought he meant like actual VTubers like punching down each other. Because it does happen, but really only in the indie side. Yeah, indies fucking hate each other. Indies will backstab each other for a crumb of clout, right? But like, but then once they become bigger, they have to be much more careful. So it's normally just the small indies. Yeah.
Here you go.
This might be the saddest video on the internet. So I want you to take a look at all these people. They were all trying to get the attention of a monitor.
Okay.
Basically, that's a popular VTuber on the monitor that was virtually attending an anime convention. And this whole crowd of people were following the monitor in hopes that they could get a picture with it.
Now, obviously, you and I know that Mouse can't leave her room, and this is the only way that Mouse can walk around a convention or see any of her viewers, or any of those viewers can talk to Mouse. It's a rare experience for everyone involved, and an amazing feat of technology that we can even do anything like this. And to his credit, he did apologize.
This is an apology to a creator called Ironmouse because of this video. Now, in my video on this, I called the video one of the saddest videos on the internet, which is completely unnecessary on my part.
No, I think you still have that opinion. I'm gonna be real with you.
And Ironmouse actually responded, clarifying that the people weren't even crowding her, but instead they were crowding somebody named Connor that was there.
Okay.
I'm really sorry to you, Ironmouse, if you're watching. My video was completely unnecessary. I really hope that my video didn't cause you any kind of negativity or anything.
No, no. I don't see it in your eyes, bro. I don't see it in your eyes. I feel like you still have that opinion. You just feel bad because you might have caused somebody problems, but you still think it's weird that people are taking pictures of Ironmouse. That's just my guess.
And again, I am so sorry if it did. I will be deleting that video as soon as I post this one.
First of all, ouch. Second of all, you didn't think there was going to be any negativity? What do you mean by that? And now look, to Noah's credit, he did apologize and take down the video. And I think that needs to be commended, as a lot of people don't have the common decency to do that anymore. But would you not have taken it down if nobody complained? If everyone joined in, let's make fun of it. Would you not have taken it down? Or did you take it down just because people were like, hey man, you're kind of a dick? The reason why I show you this is not because I want to send any hatred. This is 2 years ago. It does not matter. It's
true.
Over. Do not send hatred towards another creator. And if you do,
Yes, they will, Connor.
You're a
Not your fault, but they will.
piece of shit, and you.
Now imagine introducing this guy to normies to a Hatsune Miku concert. Hell fucking yeah, bro. Hell yeah. Dian, can I sucker punch you for clout? We have to orchestrate it. I demand half of the ad revenue, and we have to stage it in a way where I seem to have been affected the most. I have to be like pissing and crying, and you have to hit me in a way that actually knocks me out and can incite or generate the most like outrage possible. We have to think about it. But yes, I will absolutely.
Should not be here. But why is it now that you can just dunk on something that you don't know anything about, you don't understand, and you didn't bother to research into? Why is that the norm now? Why is it that you just post first and research second? Oh, I got some hate about this. I'll take it down. Don't worry about the other 500 videos where I blindly made fun of people I don't understand. The sad truth now is that it seems like it's okay if you're a large creator to be a dick to anybody you want or don't like or don't agree with. You know, having a large audience is a huge responsibility. Whether we like it or not, we are influencers. We influence people with our opinions and what we say.
I hate that word.
I'm sure some people watching this video
influencers. Okay.
right now will be influenced by my opinion on all of this stuff. That's how it goes. But for some reason, it's okay now to blindly hate others and send rabid fans to go and attack people and stuff they don't understand. Why? It's hard enough just existing right now. It is horrible living in this year. It is a miserable time to be alive. Why are we making it harder for everyone? And if you're a VTuber, it is kind of just accepted now that you just get this level of blind hatred all the time.
Is brand new? Is Connor brand? God, I love her so much. Is Connor brand new on the internet? I think he's just confused on why it happens, right? Like he knows that it's been the norm for a while now, but he just doesn't get why it happens. It's human nature, man. It's like, yeah.
It's insane. Why is this okay?
Don't worry, you don't influence me in the slightest. You wouldn't say the same if I was an anime girl, Charlie Spur. If I was a hot, big-titted, goth anime girl, you would absolutely be, like, coming in your pants just hearing me say your name. I swear.
Hey, anyway, moving on with the
But you aren't, exactly. Exactly, I am not.
And Mouse, and I assume most VTubers have had to deal
New scan though.
with insult after insult that is normalized. For Mouse personally, this level of hatred and vitriol escalated another level when Mouse was nominated for the Game Awards.
Okay.
Now the Game Awards have this category for Content Creator of the Year. Obviously, this year had a massive amount of very, very big creators that I'm sure we're all familiar with. But to the surprise of Mouse, and to most of us, Mouse got nominated.
Okay.
And this isn't saying that Mouse didn't deserve it. Mouse had an amazing year. Mouse had raised a ton of money for charity.
True.
Had broken the all-time sub record for a woman on Twitch, and had done just some of the most amazing shit when you consider that Mouse is bedridden and has to have medication every single day that completely changes how any of this would be done, and providing such an insane energy to every stream whilst battling a ton of medical issues that are permanent throughout Mouse's life. I think the nomination is deserved, and by some sheer miracle, Mouse had won the award. It was a crazy achievement, and nobody expected Mouse to win, to be honest, because Mouse was by far the smallest creator out of the ones that were nominated.
Really?
And the Game Award goes to...
true. Ironmouse only has like 1 million something subscribers, followers on Twitch.
Ironmouse. So, Ironmouse couldn't be here tonight because Ironmouse is animated, and sadly, we're not in the Matrix yet.
Obviously, these creators were massive, and a lot of their fans that are watching the Game Awards were a bit upset about Mouse winning the award.
Okay.
This has led to a constant, and I cannot preface this enough, a constant stream of hatred now that Mouse has had to deal with openly on all of her socials for years now. This is the level of hatred that is normally like, I just gotta show you. I gotta show you. It's like ridiculous. This is 2022. Back when Mouse's comments were pretty normal, I'd say. As you can see here, this is beating Kai. Okay, a little negative and unnecessary, but not that bad. This over Kai. Bro, who are you? You know, and luckily at this point, not all the comments are like this.
Let's go,
They're
I guess.
by far the most liked ones. And it only gets worse the closer we get to today. You all came from that Kai video, right? This is #1 streamer. No way blood, this is #1 streamer. This is who gets #1 on Twitch. It's an evil world we live in. And you think, okay, maybe something happened at the time. This has been pretty much constant until now. Speed and Kai on top. How is the streamer of the year? How is the streamer of the year? This won the award, by the way. Oh, hell nah. This is who won. No cap, who's
Bro,
Ironmouse.
they're mad.
Brain rot. This beats Cypher PK. Game Awards are wild. Why did you win? No way this won Creator of the Year. I'm crying. This literally goes on and on. And you'd think, okay, look, it's because Mouse won the streamer of the year. It probably stops after that. Oh no. So many people are like, post this on Instagram Reels. Post this on Reels. Oh yeah, great. Because love that. Love being toxic on Instagram. Bro, who are you? I'm begging you, please post this on Instagram. Why do people...
What is that? Chat, okay, I'm not familiar with Instagram. What does that accomplish? Like, what does it posting on Reels accomplish? Like, does it allow them to have more access to their account so they can leave more mean comments? Like, what's going on here? There's no moderation there? Oh, I see. I see.
I just want to be so cruel. What the fuck? Just chill the fuck out, man. Who the fuck is watching this? This thing has the most subs on Twitch. How did you beat...
This thing.
God, no human being on the planet wearing this. Okay, well, I wear it and it's fucking fire. Okay, jeez. On my life, I've never in my entire life seen a single stream. Why do you care? Why? Like, if I just haven't seen...
People just like to go out of their way to be mean when they're ruffled and what's the term there? Triggered, I guess.
Something. I just don't interact. I don't understand what has happened where we all feel the need to say our opinion and be like, yeah, guys, we hate this, right? Who cares? You're a loser.
Yes. People do care, though. That's the thing, Connor. People do care if other people hate something because they would want to have one reason to hate on that person even more. Yeah. Yeah. People feed off of each other's like feelings. If you're hateful, you're hateful. If you're hateful, you compel a lot of people to be hateful. If you're loving, you compel a lot of people to be loving. You know, shit like that. So yeah, people do care about it. Just that, you know, in an ideal world, people don't care.
This has gone on for months. And it's pretty much just led to Mouse just not posting on
TikTok. Is it
TikTok.
deserved? No. Oh yeah, no, 100%. It's just human beings are terrible creatures.
Which I feel is really fucked up. You can just successfully bully a massive creator off a platform. The reason why this all happened, by the way, is just because Mouse won an award.
True.
What? And this is just the stuff that Mouse gets on her own socials. This doesn't include the hatred that she receives from just existing in those posts from those low-tier bait Twitter accounts that post, can you believe this cartoon is beating Mars streamer, guys? And it only escalated once more when Ironmouse got the all-time sub record on Twitch, which led to a bunch of news articles tweeting about it and people talking about it. And unfortunately, a lot of people were just being blindly hateful. And of course, this level of hatred doesn't just stay on the platforms you'd expect it to. It's also in Mouse's chat. Here is a 85-page document of just some recent bans of people saying the most heinous shit towards Mouse. Now, you're telling me this bitch-ass VTuber surpassed Kai Cenat? God, you know these people are so ugly. Just sad how Sims donate to this crap. This is the bitch.
The self-awareness.
Surpassed Kai Cenat. God, you know the
lack of self-awareness. God, you know. Oh wait, no, okay, not this one.
These people are so ugly. Just sad how Sims donate to.
Just sad how Sims donate to this crap. Holy fuck. I swear, this guy probably spent more than $5,000 on his favorite content creator. That's crazy. That's crazy. They have the zero self-awareness to say that. Holy shit. Crap. I would like to think that it's actually much more understandable to donate to a woman rather than a man. It's all I'm saying, right? Not that I'm saying that you guys shouldn't donate to me. It's just that, you know, I said what I said. I don't need to elaborate, but yes.
To this crap. This is the bitch that broke Kai's record. I refuse to believe any of you are real human beings unless you have less than 60 IQ. No one in the—
Let's fucking go. Koki. Oh my god. Koki. This guy probably busts gallons for Pokimane. Just doesn't like the idea that she's a VTuber.
This chat is real. I've been watching this shit for 10 minutes and I want to kill myself. How do people watch this shit, you weirdos? You'll never get on Kai's level. You guys know this is a fat guy, right? Amongst obviously all those insults, a lot of people saying that Mouse is lying about her illness, which, I mean, I don't have to tell you why that's wrong. Like, look at this. This is psychotic. This is fucked up.
Oh, that's a long
document. How is this okay? And by the way, this is the list, obviously, that doesn't include the N-word bans, or that would be another 20 pages. Because of course it would be.
Only 20 pages? That's amazing.
If this was my chat, I just would not stream. I would just not show up. This is fucked. 100%. I want to make this clear. I'm not blaming any creator. Obviously, we saw a lot of people name dropping Kai, saying how could this lose to Kai and all that stuff. This is not me blaming Kai.
Yeah, it's not Kai's fault. I mean, you know, he has some semblance of responsibility to take because of how he reacted, but as a whole, it's not Kai's fault.
His audience is at the size that is absolutely absurd. And at that level, you can try and tell your viewers, hey man, look, be respectful, which Kai has on numerous times. He's openly praised Ironmouse and been very supportive towards small creators.
Ironmouse has always been top 5 all time. She's somebody I had to pass during my first subathon. Now, I know people are defensive. I know a lot of people defend me and shit like that. But Chad, if you actually looked at her stream and actually kept up with what she's doing, you feel what I'm saying? Not only was it for a good cause, but it was pretty well put together.
But obviously, you know, as a creator, you do still have some influence over your viewers. And I think it's important to make sure that when you see this behavior in the community that you call it out. And I'm not entirely sure when this happened online, but it feels like it's okay to just blindly make fun or hate something you don't understand or have not learned anything about. But I guess that is more of a reflection of the current times we live in. Because everyone seems to do that all the time. As a creator, I would be embarrassed if I saw my viewers blindly hating on someone else using my name. I would be mortified if I saw that. And the one good thing...
I feel like, okay, hot take. I feel like the reason why people stop caring about that is numbers. The bigger you are, the less likely you are to fail, the less reason you'd have to worry about small stuff like that. If you have bigger numbers, your focus is going to be on the numbers and pumping more content. Who cares if some people are going to, like, if some, like 5% of your audience is going to go out there and, like, you know, say some really obscene, very terrible, horrible shit to somebody. It's 5% of your fans. If you even have the energy to address it, it's just a one-off thing because you don't really care about it. No, you have bigger things to take care of. You have the numbers to, like, you know, maintain and all that sort of thing. It's not going to affect you. Shit like that. Numbers. Become a femboy to influence the population. I wish I could. Unfortunately, I'm not. Yeah.
About all you guys is that I know that you don't do that, and I appreciate that because you're all cool and you're all normally well-adjusted people.
A lot of content creators like to think that their audience is different. The more I've been in the internet, the more I learned that's not the case. Connor's audience has not gone out of their way to harass somebody because Connor does not have beef with anybody right now. If Connor has beef with, you know, some random streamer, big, small, large, whatever, you damn well know some of these guys are gonna go out to that other streamer and harass them. That's what it is. That's how it works. That's how people work. We tend to find our own more sensible than they already actually are. Yeah, and that's what happened to me too. I fall into that trap. That's the thing. Like, I thought that because, like, I would like to think that I'm reasonable, right? Like, I may have opinions that are weirder than, or like different from what most people, but I always try to make sure that I explain the reasons why I believe them and don't, like, you know, don't really care about what other people think or, you know, respect their own, right? And because I think that way, I also think that my audience is the same. No, that's not the case. I have seen some people, I'm not gonna say all of you guys, but like I've seen some people actually go out there and make some horrible comments about something that I wouldn't have endorsed in my name, by the way. It just happens.
I hope. And look, I'll admit, I don't have a point of this video. I don't have a plan. I was just going crazy looking at all of this open hatred and losing my mind, wondering why this is normal. That was literally it. And that's the reason why I'm making this video. And I kind of wanted to ask if anyone else or any other VTubers or any other even YouTubers, if you've experienced this same kind of level of blind hatred yourself. I would love to hear about it, just so that I know that I'm not going crazy. I hope we can have a civilized and good
Pretty much glazing her. Yeah. I mean, hey, in the words of Silver Veil, he is kind of her boyfriend at this point. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I'd probably also do something similar for some of my friends who may be who may be getting a lot of shit that they don't deserve, and I feel very strongly about it. Right?